Hi, this is James Maroney, founder of First Choice College, and in this episode of the First Choice 5, College Planning in 5 Minutes or Less, we're going to talk about when should you take the SAT or ACT, and actually just go a little bit into standardized tests in general. In the fall, in October, typically the second Wednesday in October, students will take the PSAT. Many students take that in both their sophomore and junior year. Actually, a lot of students now, they have the PSAT 8, 9. They take it in 8th and 9th grades. The PSAT 10 NMSQT is the test that you'll take in your sophomore and junior year. And in your junior year, it counts for the National Merit Qualifying Test. National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test, NMSQT. And so in your junior year, if you are in the top percentage of your state, you can become a National Merit semifinalist, finalist, and then the other option is to be a National Merit Commended. And so that index varies by the state. So really the main reason you would prepare for a PSAT is if you had the opportunity to become a National Merit finalist or semifinalist or finalist or even commended. And that's really the only reason that a college would see your PSAT. The other reason you may start preparing for the PSAT is if you know that you're going to need extra help for the SAT. If you know you really are going to need to boost up some areas, you may want to start preparing earlier. Obviously, long-term, the best strategy is to take difficult classes, do your homework, study, ask questions when you need to, and be a voracious reader. Voracious readers do the best on the test. But we're talking short-term, and short-term meaning less than 2 years until the SAT. The SAT now consists of a lot of Algebra 2. So if you haven't finished Algebra 2 yet, you really should wait till at least you're more than halfway through Algebra 2 to take the SAT. And so you're looking at possibly in March, of the junior year. If you've already had Algebra 2, if you're in pre-calculus, you can start earlier in your junior year. And again, if you're going to be a recruited athlete, you may want to start earlier because many colleges want an official score. So they know that you're a qualifier when they bring you on campus, and they don't want to necessarily waste time on a student who they can't get into their school. And then the other thing to think about, and this can start even in your sophomore year, if you're in an honors class or an AP class that has a corresponding subject test, you'll want to take that at the end of the year you're in the test. And especially if you're in an AP course, you'll want to take it in the May of the year you're in that class, because the May SAT test date is the beginning of AP week. And so that way, while you're studying for the AP, if you're in AP US History, there's a subject test in US History. And so you're studying for the AP anyways, you might as well take the subject test at that time. And then in junior year, again, if you're in a corresponding AP, take the subject test. Not all colleges require them. In fact, there are very few colleges that do require them, but just in case one of those colleges pops up on your radar, if you're in that AP and you want to take the corresponding subject test, or if you're in an honors class, you'll take it at that time. The ACT, again, you may want to start in February of the junior year. The ACT is offered February, April, June. Starting in 2018, it'll also be offered in July, and then September, October, December. The SAT is offered March, May, June, August, October, November, and December. And many states offer every student either the SAT or ACT during the school day. So I hope that is helpful with you for coming up with a test-taking calendar. If you have other questions, we've written many blog posts. Check out the First Choice College blog and search for a test-taking schedule. Thanks for watching this episode of the First Choice College 5, and we'll see you next month.